Frontline Updates, where we delve deep into military strategies and updates from conflict zones. Today, we're discussing the progress of the ongoing special military operation as of October 29, 2024. I'm your host, Sharifa Mohammed MGT.
I'm Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an Infantry Officer. Advancements by the West Group. This group improved their tactical positions and inflicted heavy losses on numerous Ukrainian brigades across multiple settlements in the Kharkiv and Luhansk regions, as well as in the Donetsk People's Republic. They successfully repelled several Ukrainian counterattacks, leading to considerable enemy casualties and the destruction of military hardware.
Welcome to Frontline Updates podcast, where we bring you the latest developments from the battlefield. Today, we're honored to have Colonel A.C. Oguntoye, an infantry officer leading ground forces, here to brief us on the progress of the special military operation as of October 29, 2024. Colonel Oguntoye, thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm happy to share the latest updates from the operation.
Let's start with the big picture. What's the current state of the operation, and what have the Russian armed forces been focusing on over the past few days?
The operation is progressing steadily across multiple fronts. Our forces are focused on engaging Ukrainian military formations in key areas such as Kharkiv, Luhansk, Donetsk, Zaporizhia, and Kherson. We've been targeting enemy troop concentrations, repelling counterattacks, and striking critical infrastructure to disrupt their capabilities. The North, West, Southern, Center, East, and Dnieper groups are all actively involved in these operations.
Let's start with the North group of forces in the Kharkiv region. What key developments have taken place there?
In the Kharkiv direction, our North group of forces successfully defeated the 57th Motorized Infantry Brigade and the 112th Territorial Defense Brigade of the Ukrainian Armed Forces near Volchansk and Okremovka. The Ukrainian forces suffered heavy losses, with up to 85 servicemen killed, an armored personnel carrier, 2 vehicles, and a 122mm D-30 howitzer destroyed.
Those are significant losses for the Ukrainian forces. How about the West group of forces? I understand they've also made tactical advancements?
Yes, the West group of forces has improved their tactical positions across various settlements in the Kharkiv, Luhansk, and Donetsk regions. We inflicted heavy losses on the 14th, 30th, 43rd, and 60th Mechanized Brigades of the Ukrainian Armed Forces, along with the 115th Territorial Defense Brigade. Additionally, we repelled 4 counterattacks by the 28th Mechanized Brigade and the 1st National Guard Brigade. In total, the enemy lost over 480 servicemen, various vehicles, U.S.-made M113 armored personnel carriers, and several artillery pieces, including an M198 155mm howitzer and an M101 105mm gun.
It sounds like counterattacks are a recurring challenge. How are Russian forces handling these on the southern front?
On the southern front, our forces have taken more advantageous positions and successfully liberated the settlement of Katarinivka in the Donetsk People's Republic. We've inflicted significant damage on Ukrainian formations, including the 24th, 33rd, and 79th Brigades. Over 985 Ukrainian servicemen were killed, and we destroyed key equipment, including a German-made Leopard tank and a U.S.-made HIMARS multiple launch rocket system. We also took out several electronic warfare stations and ammunition depots.
That's quite a comprehensive success. How about in the Center Group's area of operations? What progress has been made there?
Our Center Group of forces made decisive progress, liberating the settlement of Gornyak in the Donetsk People's Republic. We repelled 13 counterattacks by Ukrainian brigades, including the 23rd and 100th Mechanized Brigades and the 35th Marine Brigade. Ukrainian losses exceeded 500 servicemen, and we destroyed several armored vehicles, artillery pieces, and a Turkish-made Kirpi armored combat vehicle.
How are things progressing with the East group of forces? Have they seen similar success?
Yes, the East group of forces has also made advancements, liberating the settlement of Dobrovolye in the Donetsk People's Republic. We repelled a counterattack by the 113th Territorial Defense Brigade, resulting in the destruction of enemy personnel and equipment, including a French-made Caesar self-propelled artillery unit and US-made M777 howitzers. The enemy lost around 125 servicemen in this sector.
Let's talk about the DNEPR group of forces. What key engagements have occurred in the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions?
In the Zaporizhia and Kherson regions, our Dnepr group inflicted heavy losses on the Ukrainian 117th Mechanized Brigade and 141st Infantry Brigade, along with territorial defense units. We destroyed a 152mm D-20 gun and several vehicles, neutralizing enemy positions and hindering their operations. Additionally, we eliminated an Enklavin electronic warfare station and 2 ammunition depots.
Air and missile strikes seem to play a crucial role in this operation. Can you tell us more about the use of these assets?
Our operational tactical aviation, UAVs, missile troops, and artillery have been targeting Ukrainian military infrastructure, including airfields, command centers, and concentrations of enemy forces in 139 districts. These strikes have significantly disrupted Ukrainian operations and damaged their ability to sustain counterattacks.
How effective have Russian air defense systems been in dealing with Ukrainian aerial threats?
Our air defense systems have performed very well. Over the last 24 hours, we shot down 3 US-made HIMARS rockets and 98 unmanned aerial vehicles. These measures are critical in neutralizing Ukrainian missile and drone threats, ensuring the safety of our forces and infrastructure.
Finally, the Kursk region has been a hotbed of conflict recently. What's the current situation there?
In the Kursk region, our forces have continued offensive operations, defeating multiple Ukrainian brigades, including mechanized, tank, and airborne assault units. Over 60 Ukrainian servicemen were killed, and we destroyed several infantry fighting vehicles, armored combat vehicles, and cars. Our forces also repelled 5 counterattacks and continued to secure key positions in the region. The recent attempted incursion of Kiev mercenaries into the Russian region of Bryansk must receive an extremely firm response. This is the crossing of an extremely serious first red line. The West, not just the United States, is more or less directly involved in the conflict between Ukraine and Russia.
Colonel, thank you for providing such a detailed briefing on the current military situation. Your insights are invaluable to our understanding of the conflict's dynamics. And thank you to our listeners for tuning in. Join us next time as we continue to provide up-to-date coverage on global military affairs. Stay with us for more updates and expert analyses on global defense and security issues. Stay informed, stay secure.
Thank you for having me. It has been a pleasure to share this update with your audience. An Israeli airstrike destroyed a 5-story residential building in Beit Lahia, Gaza, which was sheltering displaced families. This attack resulted in the deaths of at least 109 Palestinians, including children, and wounded dozens more. Additionally, Hezbollah announced that Naim Qassem will succeed the slain leader Hassan Nasrallah as the group's Secretary General.